Hello, users, and welcome to another episode of Above It All, the show where I tell you the most important things going on that I can see. Now, obviously, I should not be your only source of news. You should be following other outlets as well, but this will probably be the coolest one, so definitely watch all of my videos. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, whenever it was, I've lost my concept of time, bear with me. I covered a memo that came out of the USPS that basically I explained how it would delay packages and predicted that that will be a massive impact on the United States Postal Service. It came to my attention that this is most likely because of mail-in issues. Now, this was around when Trump started signaling that he's probably not going to accept election results, that he's probably not going to want mail-ins to be a thing, right? That's around when those signals started. But also, Trump's been trying to destroy the USPS for like the last year or so and use the pandemic as a clear area of extortion for Democrats to capitulate because we don't have a real opposition party. We just have controlled opposition in this country. And they did exactly what they were told to. The puppet master strings worked beautifully. The Democrats capitulated and kept the USPS in an unstable, financially fucking unstable way, status. So, I've got some new information here. The things that I predicted, there you go. God, I just keep getting them. All my predictions keep coming true. The only one I fucked up on was Bernie Sanders. Oops, right? But like everything else I say ends up happening. Anyway, postal workers and union leaders are worried that new, recently implemented procedures, which have led to delays across the country in mail delivery, could impact mail-in voting for the November election, according to a Washington Post report. Citing multiple post workers and union leaders, the Post reported that parts of the country are experiencing at least a 2-day delay in receiving mail, including for express mail. Remember? Overnight delivery? Sorry. Doesn't exist anymore. Still $30 though. So stupid. Again, as someone that, the reason why this came to my attention before is because I run an eBay store, right? I buy and sell things frequently. It's part of how I make money, okay? People ask, oh, how do you make money? How do you get by? YouTube, cryptocurrency, eBay, a few other things. I'm a hustler. I hustle. That's what I do. And the thing is, all right, when one of my sources of income relies on fucking the USPS, it's something I like to be aware of because it is into my it cuts into my bottom line. So, as a result of the U.S. Postal Service's new policies, the current backlog is worsening to the point where workers fear they won't be able to locate all voters' ballots in time for them to be processed, the newspaper reported. The new procedures for the USPS were laid out in a memo earlier this month and came under the leadership of Postmaster General Louis DeJoy, a longtime Donald Trump supporter and fundraiser who stepped into his role in June. In a statement to CNN Thursday, the USPS acknowledged some temporary service impacts. I need to drink water. From the recent changes, but disputed concerns that its cost-cutting and efficiency measures put in place by DeJoy will interfere with timely delivery of mail-in votes. Again, this is the thing. When I said they basically caused an overflow period, you know, there was no really room for overflow. They created a room for an overflow period. Now it's been weeks, and the overflow has turned into multiple days' worth of overflow. Very predictable, very easily predictable. If some jackass that just uses eBay, you know, a couple times a month to sell video games, right, if they can figure it out, you're telling me the president just made a mistake? Really? Really? So stupid. That its cost-cutting and efficiency measures put in place by DeJoy will interfere with timely delivery of mail-in votes. Oh my god, I have something stuck in my throat. There we go. To be clear, however, and despite any assertions to the contrary, we are not slowing down election mail or any other mail. Instead, we are continuing to employ a robust and proven process. Again, these vague words that don't mean anything and aren't defined. To ensure proper, again, another word that is vague and has no definition, handling, another word that is vague and has no definition, of all election mail consistent, another one, with our standards. Another one. Again, this statement provided no details. USPS spokesperson David Partenheimer said, according to the memo, overtime, including late trips and extra trips by USPS workers, is no longer authorized or accepted. This is explained as a cost-cutting measure that could save the financially struggling USPS around $200 million. Reminder, we just gave $1.5 trillion to corporations. $1.5 trillion! That's so stupid. I feel like I'm dying. Holy fuck. Maybe I got corona. Holy shit. That's going to age poorly. Oh, God. All right. One aspect of these changes that may be difficult for employees is that temporarily we may see mail left behind or mail on the work floor or docks, which is not typical, reads the memo. The memo states any mail left behind will be reported with the root causes of the delays addressed the next day, with the intention of the volume of delayed mail shrinking over time. But the reality of that remains unclear as the changes are new. The Washington Post reports that bins of mail otherwise ready for delivery have been left in post offices due to scheduling and route changes. And letter carriers are sorting more mail themselves instead of increasing the delivery time. U.S. Rep. Andy Kim of New Jersey last week wrote to DeJoy saying that his constituents have been experiencing delivery delays for more than 3 days. And again, the rest of this is just extra information. But again, this is a concentrated and purposeful targeting of the USPS. The reasons are: one, it will attempt to destroy any chance of mail-in voting by November. Two, to make sure that UPS, FedEx, Amazon, other third-party delivery services, they are going to experience increases. Because when businesses can no longer rely on the USPS, they will fork over that money and send it along to private things. So this is kind of like a subsidy to private corporations like USPS, Amazon, and FedEx and so forth, okay? And then three, because they can. This is the biggest reason. Trump loves doing things for no other reason other than that he can. He can get away with it every single time. And as he calls them, the do-nothing Democrats are going to do exactly as they're told by their donor class. Nothing. It's all kabuki theater. The Democrats signed off on a $1.5 trillion bailout for corporations. Whereas, Bezos is nearly doubling his fortune over the course of the last year, right? But when it comes to saving the USPS, they'll put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound because they don't really care. This is our empire dying in real time. I hope you're proud of yourselves, Trump voters. Don't make a mistake again this year. I'd rather you not vote. I'd rather you vote for fucking Elmo. I don't give a shit. But are you really gonna fucking sacrifice everything you love for Donald Trump? Bitch, please, get a fucking grip.